The Boston Celtics are at a crossroads, and the trade deadline is looming. After a tough loss to our arch-rivals, the Lakers, the question on every fan's mind is this team built for a title run? Rumors are swirling about a potential new addition that could bolster our roster and bring some much-needed depth. What if I told you there's a versatile forward out there who could seamlessly fit into our system and elevate our game? Stick around, because this could change everything for the C's as we make our playoff push. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video to keep up with all the latest Boston Celtics news. The Boston Celtics are in a fascinating spot right now, coming off a tough loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. That 117-96 beating certainly stings, especially considering the rivalry and the high stakes involved. The Celtics were riding a 2-game win streak before this hiccup, and now, as they wrap up a 4-game road trip, the pressure is mounting. Sitting at number 2 in the Eastern Conference, they've got to ask themselves, is this roster really the one that can lead them to a championship? With teams like the Milwaukee Bucks climbing fast at number 4, thanks to a 5-game win streak, and the New York Knicks, who are on a 2-game win streak themselves, right behind us at number 3, the urgency is palpable. The trade deadline on February 6th is looming, and it's clear that some strategic moves need to be made. Enter Jae'Sean Tate, a name that's been buzzing around in trade discussions. This Houston Rockets forward could be just what the Celtics need to bolster their depth and add some much-needed experience. I mean, let's be real. Tate has had his ups and downs. Injuries have hampered his performance this season, and he's only averaging 3.6 points per game across 24 games. But we can't ignore the fact that he's shown the ability to score 11.3 points per game in his rookie season and 11.8 in his sophomore year. What I find intriguing is his skill set. He's a perimeter defender, and in a league where defense wins games, that's invaluable. He's making a modest $7.6 million this season, making him a reasonable target for a trade. His career averages of 0.9 steals and 4.3 rebounds per game could be key contributions as the Celtics gear up for the playoffs. And let's not overlook his shooting. 49% over 5 seasons is nothing to scoff at. Now the big question is, does bringing in Tate mean the Celtics are in a minor rough patch they'll soon overcome? Or are we looking at a team that needs some significant changes? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, Tate could bring a fresh dynamic to the team, helping to stabilize our performance as we head into the postseason. On the other hand, is he the game changer we need to truly compete for a championship? I understand the logic behind looking to add depth, especially when you're in a competitive Eastern Conference. But do we risk stalling the development of our current pieces by making a trade that doesn't dramatically shift the landscape? At the end of the day, as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and apprehension. The Celtics have a rich history, and we all want to see this franchise return to glory. Adding a player like Tate could enhance our chances, but it also might not be the silver bullet we're hoping for. The Boston Celtics have had quite the roller coaster ride lately, haven't they? After an impressive start to the season, we've seen some hiccups that have raised eyebrows and sparked conversations among fans. While no one should hit the panic button just yet, there's a palpable sense of urgency as the trade deadline approaches, and the front office has some decisions to make. Now, let's talk about that $18 million trade target that's been making waves. It's crucial for the team to consider how they can bolster the roster, especially as they aim for a deep playoff run. This is not just about adding talent. It's about finding the right fit for what the Celtics need at this moment. A player who can contribute on both ends of the floor could be a game changer. But do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, the potential to enhance our lineup is thrilling, but we also need to weigh the risk of disrupting team chemistry. Furthermore, we've seen a former center sign overseas, which adds another layer of complexity to the roster dynamics. It's always tough to see familiar faces leave, but it also opens up opportunities for younger players to step up. This could be a chance for our bench to showcase their skills and prove they belong on the big stage. We all know how pivotal depth is in the playoffs, and the development of our young talent could play a crucial role in that journey. As fans, we're always looking ahead. The question on everyone's mind is how these moves will impact our chances this season. The Celtics have shown they can compete with the best, but consistency has been an issue. The lack of focus we've seen at times could be a cause for concern. Do we have the mental toughness to push through the tough stretches It's a question that weighs heavily as we approach the critical months of the season. Looking at the trade rumors swirling around, it's fascinating to consider who might be in play and how they could fit into the system. The front office knows the stakes, and they've been strategic in their approach. Every decision they make is about the long-term vision for this franchise, which is something we should all appreciate. It's not just about this season. It's about building a legacy that resonates with the rich history of the Celtics, and let's not forget about the emotional side of being a fan. There's a bond we share with this team, and every trade, every signing, and every game feels personal. This is our city, our team, and we all have dreams of seeing them hoist another championship banner. The pressure is on, and it's palpable. As we dive deeper into this season, I want to hear from you. What are your expectations? Do you think the Celtics should make a bold move before the deadline, or should they trust the current roster to find its rhythm? Your insights matter, and the community thrives on our shared passion. So, I want to hear your opinions down below. This is a pivotal moment for the Celtics, and we're all invested in the outcome. Let's rally together and support the team as they navigate these decisions. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything Boston Celtics. Together, we'll navigate the highs and lows of this season.